Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Wednesday, September 14th, 2022. Short show today, Major League Baseball, WNBA Finals, Major League Soccer, primary results, news and notes, and best bet. We'll start with baseball. We'll go over the results from a busy day yesterday and look ahead to what's going to be another busy day today. Doubleheader Game 1, Pirates over the Reds, 6-1. Pirates 53-88, Cincinnati 56-84. Doubleheader Game 1, Rays over the Blue Jays 4-2, the Rays 79-61, Toronto 79-62. Guardians over the Angels 3-1, the Guardians 75-65, LA 61-81. Astros over the Tigers 6-3, Astros 92-50, Detroit 54-88. Phillies over the Marlins 2-1, the Phillies are 79-62, Miami 58-84. Pirates over the Reds, 1-0, doubleheader Game 2. Pirates 54-88. Cincinnati 56-85. Orioles over the Nationals 4-3. The Orioles are 74-67. The Nats are 49-93. Blue Jays over the Rays 7-2. The Rays are 79-62. Toronto is 80-62. Cubs over the Mets 4-1. The Cubs are 60-82. The Mets are 89-54. Yankees over the Red Sox 7-6-10. The Yankees are 86-56. Boston 69-73. Twins over the Royals 6-3. Twins 70-70. KC 57-85. Brewers over the Cardinals 8-4. The Brewers 76-66. St. Louis 83-59. Rangers over the A's 8-7 on a walk-off home run by Mark Mathias. Texas is 62-80. Oakland 51-91. White Sox over the Rockies 4-2. So best bet was a winner. White Sox 73-69. Colorado 61-81. Dodgers over the D-backs 4-0 as the Dodgers clinched the NL East. Dodgers 98-43. Arizona 66-75. Padres over the Mariners 2-0. The Padres 78-64. Seattle 79-62. And the Braves over the Giants 5-1. The Braves are 88-54. The Giants are 68-74. All right, now we look ahead to today's games at 12:30. We have the Pirates at the Reds, Roansy Contreras and Nick Lodolo. No, low-key, not a bad pitching matchup for a game that nobody really cares about in a meaningless game. Reds minus 158, Pirates are plus 134, over under 8, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. Pirates plus 1.5 is minus 160. Reds minus 1.5 is plus 132. I'm going with the Pirates at plus 134, 46.3%, according to ESPN Analytics. 1 o'clock, Angels Guardians, Patrick Sandoval and Cal Quantrill. Guardians minus 116, Angels minus 102, over under 8, overs minus 104, unders minus 118. Angels plus 1.5 is minus 196. Guardians minus 1.5 is plus 162. Guardians minus 116 is the pick. That is such a great call. And they're 58.4% according to ESPN Analytics. Astros Tigers. Christian Javier, who I feel like we haven't seen in a while, and Joey Wentz. Astros minus 260. Tigers plus 215 over under 8, minus 110 each way. Astros minus 1.5 is minus 152. Tigers plus 1.5 is plus 126. Tigers' run line is going to keep being the play at this insane of a number of value. 2 o'clock, Rockies, White Sox, Kyle Freeland and Dylan Cease. White Sox minus 250, Rockies plus 205, over under 7.5, overs minus 102, unders minus 120. Rockies plus 1.5 is minus 105, White Sox minus 1.5 is minus 114. I kind of do think this is the right pricing for the run lines for the full game. So I'm going to go with, instead, Chicago White Sox first half run line, minus 1.5 at plus 114. 3:45, Braves Giants, Charlie Morton and Carlos Rodon. Braves minus 126, Giants plus 108, over under 7.5, overs minus 104, unders minus 118. Braves minus 1.5 is plus 130, Giants plus 1.5 is minus 156. I'm going with the Giants at plus 108. They're favored, according to ESPN Analytics, 55.1%. 4 o'clock, Padres Mariners, Mike Clevenger and Luis Castillo. Mariners minus 162. Padres plus 136. Over under 7.5. Overs even money. Unders minus 122. Padres plus 1.5 is minus 164. Mariners minus 1.5 is plus 136. For this game, I'm going to go with the Mariners first half run line minus half at minus 108. 6:30, Phillies Marlins. Kyle Gibson and Edward Cabrera. I feel like these two teams have met a lot lately. Phillies minus 132, Marlins plus 112, over under 7.5. Overs minus 108, unders minus 112. Phillies minus 1.5 is plus 132. Marlins plus 1.5 is minus 160. This is a tough one. I am going to go with the under, but I don't feel good about it. 7 o'clock, Orioles Nats. Tyler Wells and Patrick Corbin. Orioles minus 154, Nats plus 130, over under 8.5. Overs minus 106, unders minus 114. Orioles minus 1.5 is plus 108. Nats plus 1.5 is minus 130. Over. Patrick Corbin's just terrible. Rays Blue Jays. Tied in the loss column, Drew Rasmussen and Ross Stripling. Jays minus 118, Rays even money, over under 7.5. Overs minus 104, unders minus 118. Rays plus 1.5 is minus 10. Blue Jays minus 1.5 is plus 172. This is a hard one. 47.5 is the even money line. That's where I like to get teams at even money. So I think the Rays have a little bit of value at even money tonight to win. Cubs Mets. Drew Smiley and David Peterson. Mets minus 200, Cubs plus 168, over under 7.5. Overs minus 114, unders minus 106. Cubs plus 1.5 is minus 130. Mets minus 1.5 is plus 108. For this game, I'm going to go with the over, but I don't feel good about it. I just think the Mets offense is due to break out. 7 o'clock, Yankees Red Sox. I'm stunned this game's not on ESPN or Fox Sports 1. Nestor Cortez and Brayan Bello. Yanks minus 130, Red Sox plus 110, over under 8.5. Overs minus 122, unders even money. Yankees minus 1.5 is plus 125. Red Sox plus 1.5 is minus 150. Yankees money line is good if you want to do it in a parlay. I think they're undervalued at minus 130. And I think the Phillies are the other undervalued favorite. So if you want to do a money line parlay, do those with the Orioles. Maybe throw the Rays in there to get a decent payout. For this game, I'm going to go with first half result Yankees, minus 105. Royals Twins at 7:30. Zach Greinke and Sonny Gray. Twins minus 210, Royals plus 176, over under 7.5. Overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Royals plus 1.5 is minus 126. Twins minus 1.5 is plus 105. Tough one. I'm going to go with the juice over 7.5, minus 118. 7:45, Fox Sports 1, Brewers Cardinals. Corbin Burnes and Adam Wainwright. So, Corbin Burnes going tonight. Yankees are going to miss him over the weekend, so that's good for them. Brewers minus 126, Cards plus 108, over under 7. Overs minus 122, unders even money. Brewers minus 1.5 is plus 136. Cards plus 1.5 is minus 164. I'm going with the Cardinals as a home dog, plus 108. 8 o'clock, you have the A's at the Rangers. J.P. Sears and Dane Dunning. Rangers minus 164, A's plus 138, over under 8.5. Overs minus 104, unders minus 118. A's plus 1.5 is minus 154. Rangers minus 1.5 is plus 128. Part of me wants to take Oakland with J.P. Sears, but only 36.7%. So it looks like ESPN knows what it's talking about here. For this game, I'm going to go with the juice on 3.5 at minus 118. And last but not least, 9:30, you have the D-backs hosting the Dodgers, Michael Grove and Zach Davies. Dodgers minus 130, D-backs plus 110, over under 9, minus 110 each way. Dodgers minus 1.5 is plus 118, D-backs plus 1.5 is minus 142. Usually, the day after a clinch, I would take the home, or in this case, the home underdog, to knock off the team that just clinched, so the other team could have that team that clinched would have a letdown. I feel like everyone's betting on the Diamondbacks, and because the Dodgers are only minus 130 because of the unknown of Michael Grove. So, for this game, I'm going to go against the numbers and pick the gut, D-backs plus 110 to knock off the Dodgers. All right, WNBA Finals. Game 2 was last night. And the Aces came out on top by a score of 85-71 to take a commanding 2-0 series lead. Aja Wilson continues to be the best player in the postseason. 26 points, 10 boards. Courtney Williams had 18 points and 5 assists in defeat. This game kind of turned ugly in the second half because it was an 8-point game at halftime. It was tie score in the second and the fourth. And in the first and the third were the periods where the Aces really dominated. So game number 3 will be on Thursday from Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville. So we'll preview and pick that game on the Thursday podcast. All right, now I'll move on to Major League Soccer. We have results to discuss from last night, and we'll look ahead to today. CF Montreal over Chicago 3-2. Miami over Columbus 2-1. Minnesota LAFC 1-1 draw. Houston over New England 3-1. And KC over DC United 3-0. All right, now we look ahead to today's games. 6 o'clock, you have Orlando hosting Atlanta. Orlando coming off the loss at the Union. Atlanta won their last game, and then in the previous 4 winners of one of the 3, one of 4 before that, I mean. So, Orlando's even money at home. Atlanta's plus 210, draw plus 260. Orlando's the pick at home, bounce back spot. 9:15, you have Austin hosting Salt Lake. Both teams only 1 win their last 5. Austin's minus 120, Real Salt Lake's plus 250, draw plus 280. For this game, I'm going to go with over 3.5 goals at plus 148. 10 o'clock, you have Colorado hosting San Jose. Colorado winners of their last game, but winless in the 4 before that. And San Jose rotating wins and losses in their last 5. Colorado's minus 220, San Jose's plus 440, draw plus 360. Over 3.5 goals is the pick again, plus 122. And last but not least, Vancouver are hosting LA Galaxy. Again, both teams 1 win in their last 5. Vancouver's plus 160, LA Galaxy plus 140, draw plus 250. LA needs the game to get within 1 point of Real Salt Lake for the final playoff spot in the West. Vancouver's out of it. Give me the Galaxy plus 140 on the road. So, after tonight, the league doesn't resume until Saturday. So, tomorrow's podcast will recap tonight's games, and then the Friday show, we will do the weekend picks for Saturday and Sunday. All right, primaries had taken place last night in Rhode Island and New Hampshire. We'll start in New Hampshire. U.S. Senate, 1st and 2nd Congressional Districts, and gubernatorial. So, Republican primary for U.S. Senate. No winner declared yet. It's so close between Donald Bolduc and Chuck Morse. Bolduc has a 1% lead on Morse. It's 37% to 36%. And in between votes, about just over 1,000 votes, like 1,300 votes, separate Bolduc and Morse as well. So, gotta keep an eye on that. So, 89% counted. So, this race is not over yet. And then the Democratic primary for U.S. Senate, your winner, Maggie Hassan, 92% of the vote with 94.3% of the vote. Governor, your winner, Republican, Chris Sununu. We knew that was coming, 78.8% of the vote with 90% counted. And then Tom Sherman had won unopposed. All right, districts 1 and 2 in the House. Democrat Chris Pappas won uncontested, and he was the incumbent. And your winner on the Republican side, 25-year-old Caroline Leavitt, with 34.6% of the vote, with 93% counted. So good for her. Clay Travis gave her a shout out last night. And looks like Leavitt's very highly regarded around media and whatnot. So good for her. And then your Democratic side of District 2, Ann McLean Custer went uncontested. She's the incumbent. And the Republican side's not over yet. Robert Burns has a 2.6% lead on George Hansel. Burns has 33% of the vote, and Hansel has 30.4% of the vote, and that's with 87% counted. So New Hampshire races far from over for Republican District 2 and Republican U.S. Senate. So we got to keep our eyes out for those results. Rhode Island, we had governor and 2nd Congressional District. Your winner for the Democratic primary for governor of Rhode Island, Daniel McKee. 97% of the votes counted with 32% or 32.8% of the vote. And McKee is the incumbent. And it was close. Helena Fulquez made a run. And there are areas in the southern part of Rhode Island that actually voted for Fulquez. And then the Republican governor primary, it was a runaway. Ashley Cullis won 83.7% of the vote with 97% counted. And then the House in Rhode Island, 2nd Congressional District, your Republican winner, Alan Fung, goes uncontested. And on the Democratic side, I was correct. The winner, Seth Magaziner, 54% of the vote with 97% counted. And he pretty much ran away with that one. So this was the last of the primaries, amazingly enough. We're obviously going to talk about the elections when they come. So that obviously will save come November. All right, news and notes time. We have a lot to get to on news and notes today. So the Dallas Cowboys are unlikely to trade for a quarterback, as the team is not expected to trade for Jimmy G or sign a new starter to replace Dak while he's out. Colts cut Rodrigo Blankenship after he misses the potential Game 1 winning field goal. The Browns have a new midfield, as Brownie the Elf will be featured at the 50-yard line at First Energy Stadium, so that's interesting. Mike Tomlin at his press conference drops another Tomlinism in the press conference when asked about rookie Jaylen Warren's debut. Nathaniel Hackett regrets the field goal decision. He goes, looking back at it, we definitely should have gone for it. Yeah, no shit. Said that on the podcast yesterday. Brian Fitzpatrick thinks that it was him that Tom Brady referenced on The Shop last year when Brady said that mother effer regarding a quarterback. Some more football. Najee Harris says he will play against the Patriots after injuring his foot in the season opener. That's good news. Keenan Allen unlikely for tomorrow night's game against the Chiefs, so that's not good for the Chargers. TJ Watt vows that he'll be back from his week 1 pectoral injury, so that is good, and I think that he will too. Kenneth Walker to play on Sunday against the 49ers after the hernia injury, so that's good. College football ratings going up, as they're up 8% in national networks for the highest mark in at least 6 years. I think it's because a lot of people are interested in some of these quarterbacks that are going to be taken. Ohio State and Alabama being up top, and Georgia. People want to see Clemson bounce back. I mean, Notre Dame was in the mix, but they lost. So, the Notre Dame part of this makes me skeptical that this is going to last. But that is really good news for the sport. Jordan Montgomery takes a shot at the Yankees, as he credits part of his success in St. Louis to a fastball that the Yankees said wasn't that good. Oof. Yankees number 2 prospect Jason Dominguez promoted to Double-A Summerside after hitting .306, .397, .510 in 40 games with Hudson Valley. So that's pretty cool. We talked about the Dodgers clinching their division. There will be a new Gold Glove at Utility this season, as Rawlings announces that they will award Gold Gloves to a utility player in both leagues this year. So that's pretty cool. Joe Ryan yanked after 7 innings with a no-hit bid, as they had a 6-0 lead against the Royals, as he had 106 pitches. And Bobby Witt Jr. hit a double to end the combined no-hit bid that Minnesota had going. Basketball. Giannis Antetokounmpo ejected in loss, as he earned second unsportsmanlike foul after hitting a German player across the face. And the big basketball story from yesterday is that the NBA suspends Robert Sarver for 1 year and has been fined $10 million after NBA's workplace conduct investigation. This was the right move by the NBA. They made a statement here. And I think this is a big, like I said, it's a big statement, and I think that Sarver should absolutely learn his lesson here. Greg Popovich made a surprise appearance after Vegas' Game 2 win. So that was pretty cool. That's obviously Becky Hammon's former boss. Hockey news. The Blues extend Jordan Kyrou 8 years, over $64 million contract extension. That is a really good contract extension for the Blues' young forward. And some soccer news. Gavi of Barcelona signs an extension, 4-year contract with $1 billion release clause. So that's really good news for Barcelona. Last but not least, my best bet of the day, brought to you by FanDuel. There's some bets that I liked, but I'm actually going to go with Major League Soccer tonight. And I'm going to go with a team that I bet on a few weeks ago that worked out. I'm going to lay a half unit on Orlando City at home at even money against Atlanta United for my best bet of the day. That's it for today's show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything in baseball and soccer, looking at everything tomorrow, including WNBA Finals Game 3, and obviously Thursday Night Football between the Chiefs and the Chargers. And we have news and notes and best bet to do on tomorrow's show as well. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.